What's up, MMA fans? Today we're catching up with Mr. Wallid Ismail, manager of Deiveson Figueiredo, Paulo Costa, and so many other fighters. How are you, Wallid?
Wonderful, man. Great to be back in the Sherdog.
Always a pleasure, Wallid. Wallid, tell us about your plans with Deiveson Figueiredo. I talked to him about 3 weeks ago, and he gave the idea of fighting Kai Kara-France in Australia or New Zealand. He said he didn't want a 4-fight with Brandon Moreno. What's your opinion about that?
I talked to him after the interview. I say, hey, the money you want to make is Brandon Moreno. Let's go work for this fight. But, you know, he need to recover his finger. He still recover the injury from the fight. But I'm going to push for this fight to happen. He wanted the money. I talked to Hunter, Mick. We work for this fight to happen. I think it's a historic fight in the UFC. 4 fights in a row, the same fight is unbelievable. And it's a great match. I like this fight, but let's go work. Now is the money side. And I wait him for recover. But the most important right now is Deiveson Figueiredo recover his injury. This is the most important right now. And for sure, I wanted this fight against Brandon Moreno. I talked to him already, and we negotiated with the UFC. I hope for October. I work for October. If the hands 100%, his doctors told me he's gonna be ready for October, but even wanna soon. Let's go see. But you know, this is the fight to make. This is gonna be huge. It's going to be historic. And for sure, UFC is going to pay historic money again.
Great. And talking about Paulo Costa, Wallid, I saw in Contractual this week that he's going to fight Luke Rockhold. He gave an interview for me here in Sherdog 3 weeks ago, saying that if the fans want, he would fight Rockhold. So what's the truth about that? You're working for Borracha's return in August. Is that true?
Yes, we work. Man, we work to him come back. He want to fight. You know what I mean? He's ready. He trained very hard. I talked to him today. Man, you listen your head coach Borracha, Kelson. He trained box with Kelson right now. If you listen this guy, nobody can beat you. But you need to listen your coach. You cannot be your head coach. If you listen, you're going to be the champion. Because Paulo Costa trained so hard, he injured himself. Like, always have injury. But right now, I hope he's going to listen his coach, his head coach. You know what I mean? And fight, look, Rockhold, this is the fight I won in the beginning. I told him already. This is the fight for you make. Even told him today, you know, I love this fight. I love it. In the beginning, when UFC offered Paulo Costa, I wanted this fight to happen. And I hope this fight gonna happen soon. It's gonna be amazing. Rockhold is a 4-man champion. Rockhold have more than 1 million followers. You know what I mean? He's a very popular guy. He was a mainstream guy. And after Paulo beat him, it's going to be huge for Paulo Costa. This is what I believe.
Wallid, Paulo Costa today, he published some polemical post in his Twitter where he complained about the contract with the UFC. He published a photo of Rose Namajunas, and she was actually with Pat Barry, his husband, but he put the face of Dana White, and he said, if I publish this picture, it will be enough for you to release me for that shit contract. How do you see that attitude of Borrachin, and what do you told him about that?
You show me. I even don't talk to him about that. It's so wrong. It's unbelievable he did that. I hope somebody else did, because I cannot believe you bite the hand for who feed you. You know what I mean? I not support that. You don't have my support at all. You cannot bite the hand who can feed you. You know what I mean? Always will have a great deal with UFC. We get a good money for him when he go fight for the title. He had a great contract. If he win, if he beat Adesanya, today he make millions and millions of dollars. You know what I mean? I not support. I love Paulo Costa. You know what I mean? I think he can be a champion again, but I believe not him did that. You know what I mean? I cannot believe you cannot bite the hand for who can feed you. You know, the people cannot say shit about Dan White. If not Dan White, we don't have MMA today. You know what I mean? All the shows coming after UFC and after Fertitas and Dan White bought. You know what I mean? And I'm an old school guy. You know what I mean? In life, you're gonna have many problems. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're gonna do something I don't like. I'm gonna give you something, gonna do something to you, but you do not gonna like. But we cannot, you know what I mean, go open, say shit, you know what I mean? I not support at all, because, you know, Paulo Costa need to remember, when we sit, he have a contract outside in Japan, and the guy not put him to fight. I call UFC and say, hey, this guy going to UFC, he have no money for nothing, and he make a good money. He want more money, let's go negotiate. But I not support at all this, you know what I mean? I like Don White. I think he's a great president, you know what I mean? I love Hunter, Mick, Sean. These guys really work for the sport, but it's a business. If he is a champion right now, he make $30 million at least. But now he's gonna come back. I really believe he's gonna beat Rockhold, and he's gonna come back for the great place again. You know what I mean? But he never can bite the hand for who feed you. These I not support at all, at all. How many one day I told Frank Fertitta, say, Frank, you imagine how many millions and millions of people can give better life for the family because UFC? Because if this guy is not bought UFC, maybe we don't have MMA today. And if Dana White not give this idea, and Paulo Costa make a good money, man, and he can do a millions again. He just need to win his next 2 fights. He win
2 fights. He has 2 fights in the contract, not 1.
Yeah, he have 2 fights on the contract. 2 fights. And he beat these 2 fights. He's gonna make a million, and he's gonna be the best friend of Dan White. He's gonna be the best friend, because I told him we have a great deal with UFC. We did a great deal when he fought Adesanya. He cannot forget that.
I see. And Wallid, what about Amanda Lemos? What are your plans for her that after she lost to Jessica Batista?
You know, Dan White, he love for who give a show. And he understands sometimes not your night, you can lose. And now it's gonna be Michelle Watson. And it's gonna be a great fight again, you know what I mean? And she focused to win this fight and come back for the track for the belt, because she is amazing. You know what I mean? She had a new contract. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how we cannot be happy with UFC. Sometimes I'm not. I fight a lot against UFC, a lot. But everything is inside, you know what I mean? Why put in public? I do not understand.
I see. Wallid, and talking about your events, last week you made another edition of Jungle Fight, and the champion was Kemuel Otoni, which is the only guy who defeated Alex Poitin, the glory champion that everybody wants to see against Adesanya. Is there any possibility to put him in the UFC once he was a champion of welterweight division in Jungle Fight?
I work right now. Normally, I send it to Sean. I showed the fight for Dan White. I put in the Twitter. You know what I mean? This is the biggest talent in Brazil right now. He just won Suavecito, José Suavecito, the American guy from California, which won 5 times in Jungle Fight. Suavecito, José Diaz, won 5 times. For you win 5 times in Jungle Fight, you need to be amazing. And Kemuel beat Suavecito with a beautiful fight. You can see the talent of both fighters. You know what I mean? For sure, when Dan White saw Kemuel, he's going to hire him. I have no doubt about with Sean, because UFC always get the best guys I have.
Great, Wallid. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Yeah, man, it's one more interview. I hope Paulo Costa put his head in the place and realize it's a big, he's a joke. Might be a joke, you know what I mean? He don't wanna, I cannot believe he wanna bite the hand who feed him. You know what I mean? I truly cannot believe. I think in his mind was just a joke, because it's unbelievable.
Thanks, Wallid. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Take care, brother. Bye-bye.